Hi there, welcome back to our channel here. Renee here going through some airbrush with you. You know what? Let me turn up this light just a little bit. There we go. Now I can see your beautiful faces. Welcome, welcome. So happy that you're here. I'm just going to tune in over here on my own just to make sure that I'm not missing any comments. But if I do, don't worry. We're here. We can help you through anything. So please, if you're just tuning in, know that we go live every single weekday, 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4 on our YouTube channel. And we are here to help. So I'm a makeup artist. My name is Renee. I'm a makeup artist here with LUMINESS. If you have any comments or questions or anything that you'd like us to focus on, please go ahead and send us an email. We want to hear from you. We want to see you. And today we're going to do our basics of airbrushing. So if you are new to the airbrushing system, if you're new to us here at LUMINESS, you know what? We highly recommend you clicking on that subscribe button. Join us because we are going to go live and set those notifications so that you can come see us when we go live, because we're going to walk you through it. So if you're just getting your system, so I have our Legend system here. If you are just getting your system, join us because we're going to walk you through everything. We're going to talk you through it. And then today is my last live of the day. Heather is going to be coming live to us soon. She's another makeup artist here with us at LUMINESS. She'll be coming live with us this afternoon. She's going to be going through the same things in the beginning of our sessions. And then I'm going to wrap my look up today with a little bit of nude. So don't worry, it's all appropriate and family friendly, but we are going to be using some amazing products that I haven't used before with you guys. So, all right, here we go. First things first, what comes in your kit? So what comes in your kit is, I can leave my email up there for you for a little bit. What comes in your kit is going to be blush, 2 foundations, and a product called Love. You're also going to get your amazing airbrush system. So this one is the Legend. We have a few others. This one is our Icon. Same concept for every single one. So everyone has the same button. Some are pro, you could press it twice for 2 different speeds. And for our stylus, no matter what stylus, no matter what color it is, depending which one you have, they all do the same thing. So right here is where you're going to put your product. Here's the trigger. And here is the stylus. You want to hold it like a pen. So sometimes I'll grab a pen just to show you. You hold it just like your pen. And there you go. That's it. If you're just joining us, say hey. I'd love to see you. Hi, Amber. Welcome back. We're here to help you out. So let's get started with a few of the basics. Hi, Jeannie. Hey, Candy. Hey, I wonder why I'm not popping up. Hey, Tamberly, I just sent your email back. I hope that you got it. Thanks so much for sending that. Happy to throw in some comments there for you. And let's talk about airbrush. Let's talk about what we need to do to get started and just a few tips that we have to help you get started. That's it. So first and foremost, turn it on and don't worry about putting anything inside. So just feel the air or the water if you'd like, because you can try this with water first. Every product that we have for the airbrush system is water-based. So you can actually try this with water and see how it feels. Get used to it. It's different and it's okay. It's okay that it's different. All right. Woo, Nancy. Nancy made it. Okay. All right. We are just going to feel that out. You always want to keep your stylus moving. So we've been doing some demonstrations about what happens if you don't keep your stylus moving, and I'm going to keep that up. So let me just show you really quick. I'm going to use just a deeper tone here. This is just for demonstration purposes. We're going to just use some color in here. Just drop a few in the top of our stylus. And I have a little preview of a lip I'm going to use later. And we're just going to keep it moving. So when we keep the product moving, it's very, very light on the skin. And you can see I'm pretty far away. So stay at least 4 finger widths from your skin. and I'm barely pulling back on the trigger. So I'm moving my product around versus, let me just stay right here, one spot. See how wet that can look? And if I got too close, now we're starting to see some drips. So these are some troubleshooting for you. If you are getting some drippiness, if you are feeling like it's going on too heavily, if it stays in one spot, inevitably it will be too much. So don't you worry. Just keep it moving. All right. Keeping that in mind, I'm just going to empty this out. And in your kit, I showed you that you get a Love, a blush, and 2 foundations. So here's the Love and the, oh, that's Glow. That's another product. Just kidding. I thought I had it. Love and blush. So these 2 products right here, just to show you, these are, they're coming in your set. Love is illuminating hydrator, and it's going to give you a glow. You can use it before or after your makeup. You can even mix it into your makeup. Or blush, you're going to get a color of blush that matches and complements the skin tone choices that you have chosen. And also, we have, then we also have 2 bottles of foundation. So what's really great about that is you have 2 choices of your foundation color to help you make sure that you have the perfect shade match. And also, it's great if you do have a product, if you do have a color that might not be exactly your perfect shade, you can use that as your practice shade. So the possibilities are endless. So all of the processes of applying your airbrush is literally the same every single time. It doesn't matter what product you're using, you're still going to apply it in the same way. You're going to keep it 4 finger widths from your skin, barely pulling back on the trigger, and always keeping that stylus moving if you're going to be doing a small area, maybe for concealer, or even if you're doing your whole face, as in full face makeup. So we're just going to get started here. And add some of that luminosity there. I mean, how beautiful is that? It's a great product to get started with because there isn't like a heavy weight to it. You don't see any of it. Same with all of our product, but this one also doesn't have a lot of color. So it's a great starter layer that you can just plump up on the skin. You can get some radiance, you can get some hydration, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We are going to do a full face look today, so I am going to add in a little bit of concealer in the form of, where is it? Over here, X Out. So just so you all know, this product is not included in the starter kit because we have tons of airbrush products. So this is the starter kit. So that's going to have your blush, foundations, and your Love. But this product I'm going to use is called X Out. So this one is specifically, make sure you can see that. This one you can see, this one is for under eye concealer. And it's just beautiful for covering some of the darkness under there. It's also hydrating. This one says to use 2 to 6 drops. Just depends on how much or how little sleep you got last night. So we're going to do a little X out underneath. Guys, I'm so excited. I am so excited to do this look for you today because I'm really looking forward to some of this, the nude color. I'm going to use this on my eyelids because you can see my eyelids are a little uneven. Candy, I actually just got this one. I actually just got all new systems here. I've had a few, but I just got some new systems here for my lives with you guys. So I have all new systems. All right. So that's the X out. As you can see, it just evens out the skin tone. And we're going to go into the Mystic because I'm going to go with Mystic today because it's going to give me just a little bit different color coverage and a little bit different finish. So I'm going to go with the Mystic, which let me just show you here really quick. Here's our different foundations for you. Our Mystic is a full coverage foundation. It's glowy. It's great for drier skin, and it's highly pigmented. So really great to know a little bit of the difference of our foundations. Now, when we talk about coverage, let's just be really clear here. All of our foundations can be very sheer. You can just gently apply a fine mist, and it will give you sheer coverage. There are products though that are higher pigmented that you're going to need less of that to do. So for example, our Mystic has more pigment in it. So to get a sheer wash, you're going to need less than a sheer wash with something like our Silk 4-in-1. I love the natural look. Need lots of coverage. Jeannie, you might want to get a concealer or check your foundation because you might want a foundation that has a little bit more coverage. So if you're looking for something that's less steps, the Mystic actually has kind of like a built-in concealer in it because it's a super high pigmented, which means it's more opaque. So which means you can't, when something is more opaque, it's less see-through. So it's not necessarily that it's heavier. It's just the color is closer together and you can't see through it. So I put 6 drops in here. And as you can tell, I mean, I'm going to just show you really quick. There is plenty of product in there. I don't need a lot to get the coverage. I mean, I still have some in there. And if you know, if you've watched any of my videos before, any of the other videos, by using like our Silk foundation, if you're using the Silk foundation, I use 6 drops and then sometimes need a little bit more to get a medium coverage. Now for the Mystic, I use 6 drops. And I have plenty left. So the beauty of this, Jeannie, is that all of our foundations are going to look natural. It just depends on where you have some hyperpigmentation or any of those places that you like to cover. Then that's where you would add things in like our concealer. And if you need something with more coverage, depending on where that coverage is needed, you can try one of our concealers. So let me pop up the concealer slide here. The concealer slide is definitely really super fun because it explains everything as far as what your shade options are, what the coverage is, where you need it, and what kind of results and benefits you're going to get from that. So if you need more, the most coverage is going to be our CC concealer. So I hope that that's helpful. Amber, in the starter kit, you get 2 foundations, a small Love and a small blush. Okay. Foundation's done. Check. Love is done underneath. Hydrating. Check. We did add our X out, which is not included in your set. It is an extra. That is going to be our concealer designed to X out dark circles under the eye. That one is going to be hydrating and really great for the eye area. It's a medium coverage. So usually under the eye area, we need less than we think we do because sometimes having a too much under the eye area actually makes it look worse. Okay. All right. So let's get going because I want to do a little bit of blush and I'm going to do, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to do Tulip because today is a Tulip day. But you know what? I lied. You know what? I totally lied. because we're going to do nude. So I'm going to do natural blush. Let me see if you guys can see that. There we go. Natural blush. I had you at nude, Jana. I love it. I love it. So going with the natural blush, because we are doing the nudes, but you do have options. There are 5 colors available in our airbrush blush. You will get one that is complementary to the color range that you've chosen. So you're going to get those colors, but you can always add on. You can always add up. I have all different blushes because I love blush. I love different colors of blush. I love all of that kind of variety, and I like to change it up. So we're just going to shake it up, and we're going to get a little bit nude blush with the natural. Now the natural, oh, you know what? I'm going to make sure that because the natural is very, very natural, I want to make sure I have no foundation left. Do you see that glow? Love it. Oh, I got a little down here. That's okay, because you actually can blot out if you need to, just like regular foundation. So the natural is really, on my skin tone, is really just like a really pretty glow. There we go. So we got a little natural going on there. And that is our blush. So those few steps, seriously, super easy to do, super easy to get started. Just keep in mind the few things that we have that do come with your set is the foundation, the blush, and you have 2 options in foundations that come with it so that you get the perfect color match. And you have plenty to practice with and get comfortable with. You also can mix and match. You also can create your own look. So let's get into some of the nudes. And I'm just going to go ahead and just set my makeup. Now, this is a completely optional step, but I like to set my makeup no matter what. Whatever makeup option I'm using, be it airbrush, be it traditional foundation, be it even just using a little bit of love, I like to set my foundation. So I just press it in. I'm going to do the same here on my cheeks. And a great tip is if you're just finished airbrushing, I love to do a little bit of a dab when I add on my powder. All right. Okay, so let's do some shadows. You know what? I really get bothered by these, like, look at these. I don't know what it is, but it makes me look very interesting while we're getting ready. And then I'm going to use the nude palette. Have you guys used this? This is absolutely one of my favorites. I'm going to start with the color called Parchment. That's this guy up here. And we're going to, and I put some of that blush and and concealer on my lid. So my lids are pretty primed and ready to go. So I'm getting a good payoff of this color, and it is sticking. All right. Love it. Love it, love it. Now I'm going to go into Cave. Love this color over here. It's like a plummy matte, and I'm going to help get a little bit of shape to my eye using the Cave color. All right. So using some of your airbrush products as you're going, like using them as like a shadow base, is just a really great way to add some, it actually takes away another step if you think of it that way. It kind of saves you a little time. All right. Guys, I love this brush. It just kind of does a little bit of everything. All right. On the lid, I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to use this color called Sahara. It's just a little not as light as the parchment that we used everywhere, just so it kind of soften my lid down a little bit. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of the rose in there too. I just love these like nude plummy eyes. Love them. And I want to show you a really fun trick with our eyebrow pencils. And I'm going to use a color that I normally don't use, and you're going to think I'm bananas, but that's okay. I can be bananas. It's okay. It's just makeup, right? So I'm going to use the slate pencil, but I'm only going to use the gel. See that color, guys? It's a little bit of a gray, and I am, with full transparency, wiping off a good amount. I don't need a lot here. You're probably like, what in the heck are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you using gray? Jeannie, yes. I'm going to put that on my list to do those color correctors because I already have my makeup on right now. But I can show you a little trick. But let me do my slate eyebrows. Okay, these are my slate eyebrows. Now, what I love about using slate in the eyebrows is it has a cool undertone. So if you are doing a cool look, which I am with these purples, and I want a little dimension in my brow, look, I'm going to tell you right now, this might not be a trick for everyone. And you have a little bit deeper hair color or darker brows. And by hair color, I mean your brow color. You can actually change the shape and the look of your brows by using a totally different brow gel than you've ever used before. Would you ever think that this, look at this color. Slate. Matches my shirt. Looks so good in eyebrows. So good in eyebrows. Okay, let's keep it moving because I want to get some warmth going on in my face. So I am going to use our Cut 1 palette. Love this guy. And if you've watched any of my videos before, I do a little bit of both. I use a more dramatic and a less dramatic option for contouring for sure. And this is the cappuccino color. That's this one right here. So I want to bring this all the way up into my forehead because if we can see, I have quite the forehead. And I'm using the cappuccino color because for my skin tone, it is a little bit more subtle. All right, we're getting some shape going on here. All right, now that we're getting somewhere with these, with our look, let's do a little color correcting demo. Okay, so Jeannie, you said you have redness. So let's talk green in our color corrector. So here's what I recommend with the green. especially if you can't find, why can't I find it? Okay. Candy, that might be the option for you if that is too light. All right, I have it. I promise I have it. There it is. Okay, color correctors. Let's talk about that. Now, there's a few options that you can use in the color corrector. So you definitely want to make sure you shake that up. This is Prism in green. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that my stylus is empty, and I'll show you what it looks like just on its own. Just a few drops, guys, because a color corrector is meant to be sheer and unseen, okay? So very, 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 very light. So you can start there. And as you can see, there's no redness or warmth in my skin. So another option that you can do is 3 drops, 1 to 2 drops. I just did 3 because I got a little carried away. In your foundation. Jeannie, you don't want to see the green on your skin, right? You don't want to feel a little Kermit the Frog. Okay, so I just shook this up a little. So I put the green and the foundation in one. And that's also another way. And you can tell it takes the cool tone, takes the warmth out of that foundation. So that's another way that you can use that color corrector. So you can layer it underneath. You can mix it into your foundation. But you want to make sure that the green tone is more subtle and it's just very sheer, because if you are truly red in that area, now if you aren't really red in the area and you're using the green color corrector, you might feel a little discouraged because you might not see a difference. Because when you look at color theory, red and green cancels out red. So very, very, very fair if you actually are red, just the smallest bit. No, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Jeannie. No, it is very, very sheer. Very, very sheer. Okay, so, all right. I do want to just pump this up just a little bit with the Demure blush, because you know I have to put on 15 blushes. I'm going to turn that up a little bit here. And we're going to do a liner that we never do that often, or I've never done with you guys. And that is our Temptation eyeliner. That is a brush on liquid liner. Oh, I love this. So just going to lean it into my eyelashes. To get that look. I love it. It glides right on, no dragging. And I'm going to do a lip stain because we do have our lip stains are on sale. Buy one, get one. And I'm going to do a lip stain. And mascara. Now this lip stain is called Tame. It is the perfect nude for anyone. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So if you are new to our channel, if you're just tuning in, we do want to make sure that you're feeling taken care of and loved by us. So please, please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. We love seeing you here. We love everything about you hanging out with us. So subscribe to our channel, ring that bell, make sure that you're getting the notifications that you need. So I'm going to finish up with some mascara. As always, I'm going to take my hair down. But guys, I love this lip. Do you have Tame? You got to have it. Got to have it. Oh, Jana thinks Tame is the best. I agree. I think it's just a great nude. It's like, the thing is, it's nude, but it has color to it. The problem is sometimes we get too nude, and then we look like we have concealer on our lips. Okay. Tame. I'm going to just finish it with the, oh, I still have our bell on. I'm going to just finish it here with the crystal, liquid crystal lip finisher. But I did let it dry first. There we go. I love it. I hope you guys love it too. I think it's just really a great nude look. Nothing too over the top. Super simple. Easy. You can do it. We only did like what, 2 or 3 eyeshadows. We used our finger for some of them. We used the Temptation liquid liner. What do you guys think about the eyebrows? I totally used a gray undertone eyebrow. Turned out good, right? I think it turned out great. So like always, please, 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 please join us. Please like and subscribe. We can't wait to see you again. I'm done for the day, but if you have questions for me about anything we used or any specific requests, if we get those up front, we can start earlier with some of those things like color correctors, etc., so that we can help you walk through some of the challenges that you may have with getting used to all of our new products, and maybe some of the things that might be a little bit more technically complicated, like color correctors. Those are still an anomaly, even to a lot of makeup artists that I know. So don't worry, you can always ask. You can absolutely always ask us to do some specialty makeup for you. When are you doing your lives? So my lives are going to be every single weekday. I do the 8 and 10. So, and then I rotate the noons with Heather, and then Heather comes in the afternoons. So if you need anything, please just send me an email if you have some questions about my specific schedule and when I'm going to be going live. Just let me know. I'm happy to jump on here and go through some specific requests that you have and just make sure that everybody feels really great about their makeup and their new products. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow morning. And please be sure to subscribe, share, bring your friends, share on Twitter. I think Candy mentioned that earlier. So thanks guys so much. We'll see you then.